start with a quiet, reflective tone. Have you ever felt completely alone? I mean truly alone. Like you're screaming at the top of your lungs, but the world just keeps moving, deaf to your voice. That was my world. Every day felt like walking through a storm with no end in sight. The walls were closing in and the silence was deafening. It wasn't just a bad day or a tough week. It was a constant state of being. A feeling that I was invisible. Adrift in a sea of faces that never really saw me. Tone shifts to become slightly more frustrated, reflecting on external pressures. And you know what's worse? The world seems to have a way of kicking you when you're down. People I once looked up to, circumstances I couldn't control, they all seem to whisper the same thing. You're not good enough. You can't do this. Why even bother trying? I'd walk into a room and feel the judgment, the doubt. My confidence, which was already fragile, was being chipped away piece by piece. It felt like they were trying to build a box around me. A box labeled failure, and I was starting to believe them. It's a heavy weight to carry when the world tries to write your story for you and the ending isn't a happy one. Tone becomes determined and stronger. But then one day something inside me just snapped. In the middle of all that noise, that negativity, a quiet but fierce voice rose up. It said, "No. No, I will not be a victim of my circumstances. No, I will not let their words define my worth." It was a choice, a terrifying, liberating choice. I decided to fight, not against them, but for myself. I started small. I got up when I wanted to stay down. I read books when my mind wanted to numb out. I learned new skills late into the night, fueled by nothing but a tiny spark of hope. Every setback wasn't a stop sign anymore, it became a lesson. Every moment of loneliness became a moment of self-reflection and strength building. I was forging my own armor in the fires that were meant to destroy me. Tone becomes hopeful and positive. And slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things began to change. The tiny spark I had guarded so fiercely started to grow into a flame. The seeds of hard work I had planted in the dark began to sprout. A small success here, a new connection there. Patience became my closest friend, and self-belief became my compass. It wasn't a sudden magical transformation, it was a grind. It was thousands of small, consistent steps in the right direction. The universe started to reward the effort. Opportunities that were once locked doors began to creak open. The right people started to notice. The change wasn't just external. The real change was inside. I started to like the person I saw in the mirror again. Tone becomes inspiring and conclusive, speaking directly to the audience. And now I look back at that person, lost and alone, and I smile. The same society that once doubted me now asks for my advice. The same person who couldn't find a single hand to hold is now the one reaching out to lift others up. My story isn't about becoming someone special. It's about realizing I was special all along. And so are you. If you're in that storm right now, feeling alone, unheard, remember this. You have a choice. Choose to fight, choose to grow. Let your struggle be the start of your story, not the end. Because the world is waiting to be inspired by you. Your journey is just beginning.